chase the bag, gotta chase the bag. Ain't no need to lag.
What's up, guys? What's up? Happy Sunday, March 10th, Mario Day. What? Crazy. I only know that because I saw a tweet or something on Facebook or something like that. Happy Sunday. Pull my recording thing up here and we'll get going. We will get going. Had a heck of a day. Man, these kids, they don't know about daylight savings time. My son's up same time, 7 o'clock, which is really, 6 o'clock or something like that? Man, killing me. Here we go. What's up, and welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab, your number one gambling podcast for quick picks. I'm your host, as always. Show brought to you by Beer Money Picks. Nice graphic behind me here. Code all caps Lunchtime, LUNCHTIME. For those of you who don't know how to spell it, 25% off. We're having a pretty good day, pretty good time. College baseball's been killing it. MLB is 18 days away. Got UFL around the corner. Some of these lotto guys have been hitting a lotto like every dang day, so it's been pretty nice, in the Discord there. So definitely come check it out. That's where we get all the plays, every single play outside of just the couple that we get from here. Obviously, Feezy, my boy, what's up? Looking good. Hey, you were looking good the other day. Pause. All right, so recap from yesterday. Got a couple red X's in there. Not my favorite thing, but most importantly, though, Gafford came in and we cashed our second day of the rollover challenge, so that's kind of nice. So we get to do the third one today. We're going to take the money we won from the second bet and put all of that on the third bet. I have an idea. I've got two out of the three guys I really like. The second one is, honestly, I like them all. FanDuel's got like a sweat-free promo for a same-game parlay, or same-game parlay plus, and probably going to run, honestly, all three of these in that. But we got to choose one. We got to choose one for this. So, if you're active in the chat, first off, thanks a lot. And make sure you hit that like. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for me if you haven't yet. And then secondly, make sure you guys stick around and kind of let me know what you're thinking about these plays. I have an idea for two of them, but it'd be nice if some people love it, love one more than another. But anyway, today's Sunday, 3/10. I already mentioned it. Mario Day, MAR 10-0, Mario Day. Take a look back, see what we did yesterday. I already said what we missed, but we can complain about it for a second. Vucevic had 11 rebounds and assists at halftime. He finished with 13. He had one rebound in the second half. Like, I couldn't even believe it, to be honest. I don't know if the guy is on here or not, but I had posted the play on Instagram too, and he was like, hey, like, awesome call, that's a great pick. And I messaged him, I'm like, it's not over yet, and I just had a feeling that he jinxed it. That's why I never mentioned that a play is going good or anything like that, because that's what happens. Gafford ended finished with like 15 points or something like that. Foul trouble in the beginning. He barely played and then put up 8 real quick, so that felt good. And then IQ yesterday, over 13.5 rebounds and assists. Finished with 10, even got overtime. I fell asleep. I honestly don't know what was going on in the game, but I'd hate to actually see what his potentials were. I've seen some people complaining that there were a lot of like missed shots and stuff yesterday. So Emmanuel quickly, didn't quite have the day that we would have expected, So as always, Ty, reads were amazing. Unfortunately, I cannot make the players play. So let's get into it, though, guys. Like I said, and hey, and I know it's like the weekend, and it's not a ton, but like I've been getting more and more people watching and stuff, So I've been telling my wife, like, hey, yeah, it's got to be 11:30. Trying to stay consistent, trying to get more and more people in here. So continue to share it. Continue to. I'm not live on Twitter today, but, I'm doing every other day now. So next time I'm live on Twitter, I'm certainly going to be asking for retweets, just trying to share and grow, and, turn this into, something big or whatever. And obviously if we hit 10 straight bits in a row, I bet you that gets a couple of people looking at it, First play is going to be De'Aaron Fox over 26.5 points. If you look at the graph here, this man has been hot since All-Star break. He's over in 5 of his last 6 games, 7 out of his last 10 in general. The guy has been all over it during the All-Star break. Highest total. This is a good total on the board here, 233 with a 6-point spread. So anytime you're after some points or some assists or something like that, it's nice to target the total that the highest total on the board. The books are normally pretty sharp with it nowadays, expecting to have a pretty high scoring game. Both of these teams play pretty fast. And we have a 6-point spread. So hopefully, we're not seeing any kind of, blowout or anything like that. But the Rockets have been playing pretty good. Let's see. In the last 15 games, the Rockets are allowing the most points to point guards, but in the last 7, aka post All-Star break, they are giving up the most points to point guards. And obviously, De'Aaron Fox has been on fire. That one miss that he had where he had 20, we were actually on him in that podcast. Then we were on him the next day when he exploded for 44. He went into the fourth quarter with 19 points and only had 1 point. So, I mean, like, he should have cash. He should be green for this for like whatever 8 in a row or whatever. Kind of had a weird fourth quarter. The Rockets are allowing the 5th most pull-up shots in the league, and that is a huge part of Fox's game. In fact, he is the 8th most. He is in 8th place in the most pull-up shots taken. I feel like that came out weird, but the Rockets have also allowed the 5 of the last 6 starting point guards to go over their point total in the last 6 games there. So, I mean, we got that going. There's just a lot of good things going for us in this game. Their defense shoots his profile really well. They're giving up a lot of points post All-Star break. De'Aaron Fox is scoring a lot of points post All-Star break. So super solid, 26.5 in it across the board. I see it on DraftKings and FanDuel right now. DraftKings has been like sneaky good with the lines recently. DraftKings with the better odds too. So this is definitely option number 1 for the rollover challenge. I mean, any of them are good. I really like this spot. Honestly, I have. You'll see in a second. I got point, assist, point, and both the point spots I think are just fire. To be honest, so like it's going to be hard to pick from them. So we might have to have a little vote at the end. Second play, though, we're going to go with Sengun over 4.5 assists. As you can see in the graph here, he's over this in 6 straight games against the Kings. So this is where that same game parlay comes in that we talked about that I'll probably do on FanDuel. Over in 6 straight games, including a game with 6 and 12 this year. So in the recent form, he had 6 and 12. Add that together, that's 18 divided by 2. He's averaging 9 assists against them this year. I didn't even have notes for that, guys. I just did that math in front of you, just like that. How amazing is that? In the last 15 games, the Kings are allowing the most assists to centers in the last 15 games. He's also coming out of 2 games where he put up 14 and 6 assists in those games, and they were much tougher matchups. Well, the Clippers and I can't remember who the other team was, to be honest, but much tougher matchups than what he does have today against a team that's given up a lot of assists, like I said, in the last 15. And like I said, I mentioned, this is a high total on the board. So, obviously there's going to be points scored for De'Aaron Fox, hopefully, but and on the other side, there's going to be a lot of points scored, which therefore means that there should be a lot of assist opportunities. And, looking at like how many points the Kings give up, it's pretty middle of the pack, if not maybe towards like the they might be like top like 10 or 11, 12, 13, something like that. So it's not like it's like I would have loved for them to give up the least amount of points to centers and the most assists, which means he's just going to be passing the ball. But I think it's a really good look. He's been good. He's been in form the last 2 days, the last 2 games here, 2 games already against this team, and he's gone over. This is the third opportunity, and then you see him already as yet to miss. That lowest number is 6, I think. So, I mean, he's been clearing it pretty dang easily against them. So we'll ride Sengun over 4.5 assists. And then the third play, as always, before we get into it, make sure if you haven't hit the like button, if you haven't hit the subscribe button for me, please make sure you do that for me. Help me out. Help me grow. Trying to do as much as I can here and put as much into the show here as I can to make sure we're trying to have some winners, including doing this rollover challenge. Third play is going to be my boy Anthony Davis. The graph shows him at over 5 straight against the Timberwolves. Go with him going 30 plus points in 4 of those 5 games, including both times this year. So he's had at least 30 points in the 2 times that he's played him. Obviously, we have no Cat tonight. Just another big body on the court that you have one less big body on the court to worry about. So this graph looks awesome, right? In the last 5 games, he's over. He's smashed it. He's had 30 plus in the last 4 or 5. The play, though, at least what's intriguing is just another. Like I say it all the time, there's just there's just some of these things. There's some of those things, and once again, Wimby was out yesterday. Played Keldon Johnson. Dude went over his total, no problem. Maxi's out again today. There's no Oubre line out right now, at least while I'm about to look at it while I'm talking. The guy's gone over in every game that Maxi has missed this year. I honestly forgot to play it yesterday. I didn't. Somebody tagged me in the Discord and they're like, "Hey, are we on Oubre?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot." He actually started and he went over. So we'll see what that looks like. Anytime that LeBron James is out, you play D'Lo assist. So anyway, Anthony Davis versus Gobert has had 33, 31, 38, and 38 against specifically against Gobert. So now there's one of these games in this graph where Gobert didn't play and he still went over. But with Gobert on the Timberwolves, he has had at least 31 in 4 straight games against them. He then had a game where he had 17 when he was playing against the Jazz. When Gobert was on the Jazz, he only had 17 minutes. I don't know if he got hurt or something like that. And then he had a 42 and a 26. So what's up, bud? My shoes. Yeah, you put shoes on Spider-Man. Where'd you get those? My shoes. Yeah, come on, go watch a show. I'm almost done. He's like piecing parts of toys on the other toys. So anyway, 33, 31, 38, 38. Let's pretend that 17 didn't happen. 42 and 26. That's 6 straight games against Gobert that he has smashed. Owned Gobert. Gobert is one of the softer centers in the league. If not possibly the softest. The dude's just tall for no reason, and that's kind of where he's at. In the last 7 games, the Wolves are allowing the 5th most points to centers in the league. And it's worth noting, although, I mean, who knows? LeBron is always hurt. LeBron is always listed questionable, but he's listed as a game time decision today. I don't really know why or like what was going on or whatever. But he's a game time decision today. If he happens to not play, not only do we like D'Angelo Russell and his assists as just an auto fire, Anthony Davis without LeBron is over in 6 of the 8 games that he has played without him this year, and over in a pretty easy way. So that's certainly something that we're gonna lock these plays in now, and if we decide to take Anthony Davis for our rollover challenge, that's certainly something that we probably would be hoping to see is LeBron get ruled out, because that would certainly be in our favor. So I will recap here. How long have we been? We haven't been talking for too long, so I can let the audio hang out a little more. I like to try to keep them, under like 20 minutes, and this has been a shorter podcast because I don't have a whole lot to talk about for Sengun. So let's pull the recap up here, guys, in the chat. I got quite a few people in here. I don't remember if it's still on subscriber only or not, but so just subscribers, I believe, can message. But hey, what are you doing? Hit that button for me. This is our list. The recap for 310, and then we'll decide which one we're going to choose for the rollover challenge. March 10th here for Lunchtime in the Lab. We're going to ride De'Aaron Fox over 26.5 points. Sengun over 4.5 assists. And then Anthony Davis over 23.5 points. One of these is going to be our play for the rollover challenge day 3. Do me a favor in the chat. Let me know. Somebody say which one you like. Dude, you know what? Like, I follow some of these guys on Twitter, and like one of the really big accounts just posted Anthony Davis, and then one of the other big accounts just posted Sengun. So those lines are about to get like all messed up. So I was ahead of both of those guys today. What are we thinking, guys? Which ones do we want to do? Obviously, it's between Fox and Davis. Davis has got the lower line. It's the later game. I kind of hate messing with it that late, to be honest. Somebody said their favorites Fox. Fox, I mean, What the hell? My like, camera just turned on my phone and then just turned off. Is that the FBI spying on me? Literally, like my phone is like not touching it, and then the camera just turned on, the front-facing camera. Um, Fox, man. Like, I mean, we talked about like in the last 7, the Rockets are giving up the most points to point guards. So essentially post All-Star break, they've been just getting murdered by point guards. What was it? 5 out of the last 6 point guards have gone over their point total. And De'Aaron Fox has just been killing it. And we have a really high total. And the game's at 6:10 my time, so I can actually fully enjoy it and not have to like stay up to midnight or 1 o'clock to finish it. A lot of good reasons. Minus 120 on DraftKings. That's where I've been playing it, so that's not bad. Like I said, I do not care about what the line is. I'm not caring about it being um plus money or whatever, like a normal 10K challenge. So I'm cool with it. De'Aaron Fox, I've had a lot of success betting. We are 1-1 recently with them, but like I said, we should have cashed on the other one, so we can certainly ride. We can get that recap off here. We can certainly ride De'Aaron Fox over. Make sure it's still there. De'Aaron Fox over 26.5 is going to be our day 3. Let me. I'm trying to pull up to see how much we're betting here. Feezy. Feezy, I don't know if you're still in here. That's got it on the big screen. Nice. I think he's okay. I think Davis is okay. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how to say your first name, but Nebraska. I recognize that name. My son is up. He's only been sleeping for 45 minutes. Life of being a dad. We're kind of doing a 10K challenge. We're doing a rollover challenge, it's called. So we're not really caring about whether or not the odds are plus money. Gafford happened to be plus money yesterday, but let's see. I won $38.50. So we started at 10, turned that 10 into 19.25, turned that 19.25 into 38.50 yesterday. So today, I personally, you guys are probably pretty close depending on what book and where you took it. 38.5 is what I am going to ride. I'm going to put on Fox. We're going to bet 38.50 on De'Aaron Fox today for our day 3 of the rollover challenge, picking out of my show's plays. As you can see, I don't go 0-3 very often. So I feel doing it this way, we essentially have a 33% chance to get one of them right. Just like yesterday, honestly, we went 1-3, but luckily it was the pick that we were on. So we're going to ride De'Aaron Fox over 26.5. Well, I was going to call you Josh. I don't know. Jay Donaldson. Here's a recap though. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. There's a recap if you're still in here for today. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and close it out here, guys. I'm going to close it out. I appreciate everybody hopping in, like for real. I know once again, it's the weekend, so like I'm going to have a little more. I know 11:30 is really hard. Try to do lunchtime. I honestly, like when I was working like a full-time real job, like that was way too early for lunch anyway, but it just works for me, like trying to take care of the kids and stuff that I'm doing to do it around that time. But as a reminder, if you did catch it live, you can still catch it recorded on the same link, either from Discord, either from Twitter or anything like that. And, continue to hit the likes and support and, word of mouth, even watching at work, like check this guy out. Like he wins money for me, or whatever. That's the goal, right? But we're going to go ahead and close it out here. As always, I'm your host, Lunchtime in the Lab. We brought to you every day at 11:30. Sunday to Saturday. Thanks so much for listening. Be sure to follow me on all social medias at Live Joe Betts and subscribe to YouTube at Lunchtime in the Lab. And I will see you guys back tomorrow as always. And we're rooting for De'Aaron Fox to bring us home. We're going to hit 10 in a row and we're going to make a chunk of money. I'll see you guys back tomorrow.